Starting on a Sunday, I felt like going something sweet, something long lasting. I was out doing some running around. It was cold, so I went with Haramain Amber Oud Tobacco Edition. This is a Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille dupe. Really nice atomizer. Really nice scent, a little bit spicier than the original Tom Ford. Long lasting, really long lasting. So, funny story, the shirt I was wearing on the Sunday, I washed it on the Tuesday and then I pulled it out. It was a t-shirt to wear to the gym this morning and it still smelled like this after a wash and a week. So the stuff is nuclear, great scent, perfect way to start the week off. Again, it's a scent that I love. I love the profile, really nice. Moving into Monday, I decided I would go with Hugo Boss, the scent Elixir. Sweet, spicy, not the same spiciness as the last one, but what a beautiful scent. Got some manuka fruit in here to sweeten it up. A little bit of vanilla in there. Long lasting. One of my favorites. I think I was saying this is my number 2 favorite from Hugo Boss next to Pacific, which I wore later on in the week, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Really great scent. Great release from them. Atomizer is terrible, but the smell itself is great. So really nice. Definitely, like I said, a beautiful scent. One of my favorites from them. Hugo Boss, the Scent Elixir. So on Tuesday, I went with Hawas Ice. It's getting a little bit warmer out. The sun was out. I wanted something that was a little bit aquatic, a little minty. That original Hawas bubblegummy DNA, just not as sweet. Brings in that mint, a little bit longer lasting. Beautiful scent in that Evictus style lineup. Great atomizer. Beautiful scent. Not much more to say about this. I think everyone knows about this one. Been around for a while now. Great scent. Lasts a long time. Super strong. Smells great. On Wednesday, I went with Rayhaan Lion, which is, as you know, a dupe or inspired by version of Ultra Male. A nice magnetic cap. Very strong magnetic cap. Great bottle. As per the new Rayhaan's amazing atomizers. The scent it hits the nail on the head. It's long lasting. It's sweet, it's bubblegummy. It's great for the winter time, cutting through that cold, lasts 10 hours. A little bit different than 9 p.m. So 9 p.m. is the other very well-known Ultra Male clone, but that one pulls away from the pear and uses apple, whereas this actually uses the pear. And it's phenomenal scent. I think I said it's my number 3 or my number 4 from the brand. It's great. I absolutely love it. Magnetic cap is insane. So for Wednesday, we have Rayhaan Lion. Thursday, I mentioned it earlier on, I went with the big boy, 200 ml of Hugo Boss Pacific. It was a 2023 release, limited edition. Very nice. Definitely not, it doesn't evolve much. What you see is what you get. Salty, aquatic, coconut, much better atomizer than the scent. It's beautiful, not sunscreeny. You smell like coconut in there. The saltiness, a little bit of woods, dries down with a little bit of woods. It's really nice. Pretty linear. How it starts is how it stays. Not much you can say bad about this one. I wish it wasn't just around for a year. You can still find it at discounters, but it's very hard. But this one here is a really great Hugo Boss scent. On Friday, I went with Assad Elixir by Latafa. And I mentioned it earlier in the week. When I first bought this one, probably a month ago, it was nice. I really enjoyed it. I wasn't getting the similarities that everyone else was talking about in regards to Hugo Boss Absolute, Bottled Absolute. Had some similarities, but I didn't find that the patchouli was really creamy or chocolatey like what it is in Absolute. And Hugo Boss Absolute is one of my favorites. It's really great. But this one, as it's matured, really gets that patchouli, that chocolatiness out of it. Long lasting. This thing is easy 9-10 hours. A beautiful scent. No weirdness when you spray it on. It just gets right into it with that patchouli and really awesome scent. So if you haven't tried this one, check it out. Typical Assad fashion is like $40 and you really get good quality, good performance. Longevity is great. It's, like I said, 85-90% Boss Bottled Absolute. It's really nice. Check it out. And then yesterday, so Saturday, I started off the morning wearing Fusion Disse by Issey Miyake. This one's really nice. Coconut, fig, a little bit of aquatic, kind of beachy, kind of woodsy in the base. Some people say it's synthetic. I don't get it. It's a little bit, but not overly. I think it's a really good release from them. I also have the Extreme, which more focuses on the woods and gets away from the coconut a little bit. Still really good. But this one here, like I said, I went to the gym. I wanted something fresh, something light. The fig in it's really nice. The coconut is really nice. It's like a coconut water. So like I said, it's not like sunscreeny, but really nice atomizer. It's just a great scent. If it's an EDT, so you're not going to get like 10 hours. You're going to get like 5 hours out of it. But it was like 40 bucks, 50 bucks. For a designer, that's pretty good. And as the weather's getting warmer, it's nice to kind of get these ones into play where you don't need something like heavy to get you through the day because 6 hours is good, and then you can use spray. Plus, I knew I was going to be going out last night, so I knew I would be reaching for something else. And last night, headed out with some friends, so I wore 9 p.m. night out. Kind of similar to the Assad Elixir, I find that the more I wear this, the more I like it. You got that dragon fruit in the opening. It's really nice. You got that original ultra male / 9 p.m. vibe from this. You can see why they call it night out. Bottle's great. You see I'm starting to make a bit of a dent already. I've wore it 5 or 6 times. Bottle's great. Cap itself is really heavy. Atomizer, really nice. This one's definitely worth checking out. My first impressions, I didn't overly love it. But I think as it starts to mature as well, I'm starting to get more of a liking for it. The dragon fruit, I'm starting to like it a little bit more. It's starting to get a little bit stronger. It's really starting to wear on me. So check it out if you're looking for a fresh, heavy scent. It's definitely heavy. It lasts a long time. That fruit in there is really thick. It's just a really nice scent. So if you like the original 9 p.m. and you just want something a little bit different, this might be what you're looking for. Really nice. So that's the week. Had a little bit of fresh, a little bit of heavier fragrances. I had a couple Hugo Boss scents, had some designers, had some Middle Eastern brands. I guess right now, as the weather's changing from cold to warm, we're going to start introducing some more of those summer scents.